Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, the Strongest Wizard, and tonight is indeed fight night, and we have my boy Ash on the left-hand side rocking out that mono blue Doffy, and we have Endeavor on the right with the brand new Rebecca. Of course, unable to attack, but it does have 5 life, and it has a search engine that he just ended up using just right now, tapping 1 Dawn to search top 2 for a Dressrosa type, and then trashing the rest. And also dropping that stage, which is really good, giving your characters a semi-rush, being able to attack characters but not leaders the same turn they are played. Very, very good card. So we have Ash here debating what he wants to do. I'd imagine he doesn't have a Doffy or doesn't have a Corona. Kind of just shooting here, gambling it, and it does not pay off. But quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is DXN Outpost, DXN Provisions, the only place where I get all my sealed products. And right now, OP05 pre-orders are alive, so check the link down below. So we saw here Rebecca using the leader ability here, having the decision to go Leo or to go Luffy. Very tough choice. Luffy, you need the Luffys. I mean, the Luffys are the whole engine of the deck, the biggest that you don't deck out. And we see Endeavor here passing with a Barto blocker, 3 cost, 3k power, 2k counter. Very good card. 7k swing going into life, and dropping the Gecko, no target for Grave, but we see Endeavor blocking, and Ash passing with 2 Dawn up. So here we have leader ability here once again, or grabbing that Orlombus, throwing out that removal, that 4-cost removal like we did say. So now Endeavor currently has 5 active Dawn. What does he want to do? Unfortunately, he cannot attack that Gecko once again with that leader because Rebecca can't attack. So we need a body on the board to attack, and luckily we have this stage, so we have some rush here. And it looks like we're gonna actually go, with the removal of 4 costs, being able to remove a 4 cost character. And then if you have 15 cards or more in your trash, you're actually able to remove a 6 cost instead. Very good card. Passing it back to Ash here. I mean, honestly, it's kind of nice because you don't have to worry about Endeavor ever hitting your life if he has no bodies on the board. So we saw 5k swing, he's going to counter out of it. We see finally that 3-cost Doffy coming down, checking Dawn to see how he wants to play this out. Of course, I did mention before in my last video that I do believe Doffy is a big brain deck. I got kind of a lot of heat for that, but I don't know. I still think it's a big brain deck. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. So dropping that 6k Gecko Moria and passing turn. Of course, Endeavor now using the ability once again, unfortunately tossing out that 3 swords, but you hate to see it. Such a good card. Literally the only blue that this deck runs is essentially just that card. And we see the Rebecca coming down, and she's just a searcher. You know, your run-of-the-mill Nami, searching top 3, grabbing a Dressrosa, trashing the rest, grabbing that Orlombus once again. Orlombus is such a good card, very needed. But we haven't seen any Kairos come out yet. Not sure if he just doesn't have them, but we see the Orlombus, like we said, once again, using the ability to pop Rebecca to -4 cost the Gecko, trashing 2 cards from the top of his deck, and let's see what he's going to do with that. We see the Leo coming down, popping a 1 cost, and tapping leader to do so, and passing turn. Yeah, very good removal. And now we have that Orlombus on the board, but we see a 5k swing with Ash here with that leader, and it looks like he's gonna take action. Endeavor finally dropping down to 4 life, and we see the Mihawk putting down the Orlombus, saying, you know what, I want nothing to do with that card. Here's this 9k body instead. So we see another Orlombus ability. He's gonna pop the Leo to, let's see what he wants to do, -4 cost on that Mihawk, and we have the 3 swords to bottom deck it. Jesus, being able to pretty much remove anything with that Orlombus is really good. And you see the King Kong gun off that top 2 with the Rebecca ability here. And Endeavor, the thing is with Rebecca is that you have to keep track of your discard, what's in your discard, you know, obviously how many Luffys you have, what's the cycle, but we see a 7k swing going into life, throwing down another Doffy, reorganizing your top 5, and it looks like he wants to draw that 3 swords, maybe no JK, that 2k counter into the 4 cost, into the possibly 3 swords. So now we have a Ooh, we see the red rock here, bottom decking the actual Orlombus and swinging 5k with Doffy. Ash saying, you know what, you can't swing with your leader, you're gonna have to drop another body to attack my blocker. So I kind of really like that actually. There's really no harm in it. So let's see here exactly what he wants to do. And we see the 7 cost Luffy coming down. Now Luffy can attack unsuspended characters. So we see a huge swing, and it looks like Ash is dumping his hand to keep the Doffy alive, and using leader ability here to send the 7 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order to restand Luffy. Now, next turn, he's unable to refresh on his refresh phase, but his main ability allows him to still restand. So essentially, he'd be able to swing twice versus once. So yeah, so let's see here. Endeavor obviously restanding. Who's he gonna attack? Does he want to attack leader? Does he want to get rid of another Doffy? I'd imagine we want to get rid of another Doffy. And is Ash gonna dump another 3 cards? Wow. Okay, so I think Ash lost like 5 cards that turn. Yeah. So obviously Endeavor dropping that Rebecca, but we're gonna see another red rock bottom decking that Luffy. You hate to see it. 7k swing into life, effective leader to bring out that Gecko Moria. And let's see, Endeavor, does he want to counter out of it? Does he have a barrier possibly, which essentially is a radical beam? But no, we end up taking it and passing turn, leaving 2 open. Yeah, so we have here 1 Dawn active here for Ash, and we see the Sabo legendary blocker here, 5/6, draw 2, trash 2, giving up to 3 bodies, unable to KO by effects, which is really good. The character itself is really good at 1k counter, inherently cycle with the card itself. So yeah, very good. So let's see exactly here what Endeavor wants to do here. He has 4 or 5 active Dawn, and we see another Sabo, another draw 2, trash 2, dropping a Kairos. Looks like maybe a couple of Kairos that we've already seen trashed. I guess Endeavor deciding, you know what, I don't really need this right now. I don't have any way to lower the cost on some of these characters. So 7k swing into life, and we see another Gecko Moria, another 6k bot in the board, which is very rough here. We see a block 7k, 8k block. We see 8k swing into the Doffy, getting rid of it, 5k swing, and then we see another 3 swords to bottom deck it. I do think Ash should have played the 3 swords first and then swung with the 5k, but maybe Ash was thinking to himself, well, he might commit the Dawn, or he might not block. So, but here we have, of course, Endeavor using the leader ability once again, choosing to grab that Sabo or that Luffy, deciding he wants to grab the Luffy. He needs to get rid of some of these bodies. Endeavor's really like falling super behind right now. 2 6k bodies, 2 4k bodies that are blockers, so looking kind of rough. And we see that Luffy coming down once again. And honestly, Endeavor hasn't even taken a life yet, which is kind of crazy. So we see a 4k swing into one of the Doffys. He's gonna block it. 7k swing into another Doffy. Leader ability or character ability to bottom 7 to restand. Now I think it is pretty correct for Ash to block it. I feel like they were to get attacked anyways, so I don't see why not. And most likely we're probably going to see him swing another 7k into one of these geckos, or possibly into life. But let's see, or maybe he'll just leave it standing upright, which is very possible. Keep it safe. But no, we see a 7k swing into the gecko. Needs him to go ahead and counter out of it. I guess Endeavor telling himself, you know what, I need to get rid of these bodies. It's just too much pressure. And we see the Doffy coming down, another top 5. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this is a grindy game. This game is definitely going to time in a tournament setting, of course, so make sure you guys are on top of that. But let's see here exactly what Ash can do. Is he going to go for the Luffy, or is he just going to go straight to life? I think the way Ash has been playing so far, I think he's probably going to go into that Luffy, deciding how much Dawn he wants to dedicate toward this attack here. And it looks like it's a 9k swing into Luffy. It does go down effect to grab another Gecko Moria, 5 cost though, so we are going to be able to grab something back, which is going to be that 2k counter. I do like that. Swinging 7k into life here, he's going to take it, and we see a 6k actually going into the Rebecca here. I think he did that because he just wants less bodies to attack his characters, but probably would have just gone for life, honestly. Endeavor would have to commit 3 Dawn to it, so probably wouldn't be too worried about that. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. Ash is in a pretty good situation right now, and we see the Kairos here swinging 5k into 5k and blocking it, and now we have that Luffy once again 7k into the blocker, and it does go down. Ash has no cards in his hand, so he doesn't have a choice, and we see the character come out again with its ability bottom decking 7 to redo this, and this is going to be a cycle that we're going to see endlessly in the upcoming OP04 format. We're going to see tons and tons of Luffy's coming out swinging once again, and then we see a 7k swing into one of them, and then passing turn. And now we are back in the same question: do we go for life or do we go for that Luffy? Most likely Ash will probably go for the Luffy and just kind of keep chucking along. So we see a huge swing going into the Luffy. It does go down effect, and no, actually I think Ash did make a mistake there, having an event on top. We see a 5k swing going into life, we see a 6k swing going into life, he does take it, and then we see the 3 swords bottom decking the Kairos. I do like the bottom deck of the Kairos because Kairos is almost impossible to get rid of, and now we have Endeavor with no board again. But most likely we're about to see another Luffy coming down. Is that true? Am I correct? Are we going to see another Luffy coming down? And we see the leader ability here, grabbing one of the Orlombuses and trashing the other. And most likely we still can see the Luffy coming down, honestly. We see a Kairos actually coming down, which eliminates that possibility. 6k going into 6k. We see an Orlombus coming down, 5k into 5k. It does get wiped out. And passing turn. Now Ash has no bodies on the board now, and for the first time ever, and we see a big swing into life, and Endeavor does take it, passing turn, and now Ash has one game plan. He's just swinging into life. He doesn't even care anymore. He has no more bodies. He's top decking every card right now. Not really afraid, but does Endeavor have the sauce here to almost kind of not go for game, because there's no way. We would need a Luffy on board to swing double attack, but we see a counter here, and we see the King Kong 2 checks here. It does go through. We need a blocker. Does Endeavor have a blocker here? If we have a blocker, we can actually let this ride, and it's possible that we can actually keep this going here. Let's see. I think we've expended a lot of our blockers already. Endeavor has been setting it up, but he just scoops it up and Ash takes it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. I really do appreciate it, and stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP04 content coming out soon. See ya.